Hey guys, it's Ravenhawk6910 reporting once again. In this video, we're going to take a look at MTH's brand new Premier Line Canadian Pacific Holiday Train, which includes the AC4400CW 9815, the 4-car Boxcar set, and 3 Premier Line Canadian Pacific business cars. Once again though, it is disclaimer time. The pros and cons in this video are not representations of my personal opinion. They attempt to be objective in nature and as such are either community opinions or facts about the models that I can represent on camera. So please don't assume that anything in this review is my personal opinion unless I state so otherwise. Additionally, it's important to note that I don't speak on behalf of MTH and am not endorsed by any company. I'm an independent reviewer and the work I do does not reflect the thoughts of any companies in question. Got it? Get it? Good. Let's get started. The CP Holiday Train is a train operated every year around Christmas time by the Canadian Pacific Railway Company. That's right, this isn't just some fancy model train. This is a real-world thing that you can see if you live in Canada or the northern United States. The train's main function is that of both a PR tool and a fundraising component. There are 2 trains that tour all of CP's system, one for Canada and one for the US, making stops at towns along the way to collect food donations for local food banks and other charity organizations. First launched in 1999, the train has had many different engines to pull it over the years. The first locomotive was SD90 Mac 9114. After that, several GE AC4400s have been used, and many different car consists as well. The train at one point even used double-stack containers and well cars, but soon turned to box cars. Out of all of the engines used on the train, the most well-known is probably AC4400 9815, which has been used on both the Canadian and American trains over the years, until the AC44s were replaced by GP22 Ecos. MTH's model of the Holiday Train represents the 2009 rendition of the train. The train was cataloged in the 2017 Volume 2 catalog and was delivered in sections. The 9815 arrived just in time for Christmas of 2017, while the box cars and business cars arrived in mid-February of 2018. The train consists of 5 individual sale items: the engine, the 4-car boxcar set, and the 3 business cars. There are Christmas lights on both the engine and the box cars, but the business cars are fortunately and unfortunately regular MTH passenger cars with no external lighting on them except for the marker light. Which is both a good thing and a bad thing, because this means that while the lights don't light up along with the rest of the train, they do still have great typical MTH build quality and have internal lights, so that way you can still use them with any other O-gauge item out there without having the Christmas lights set them apart in a mixed passenger consist. The 9815 is equipped with MTH's Proto 3.0 sound system and DCS, and can be operated either with the MTH DCS remote, conventionally, or with DCC if ran as a 2-rail model. Now, I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking about the AC4400CW model itself, as last year I did a review of another AC44, NS4000. And with a handful of exceptions, which I'll go into in a bit, the 9815 is identical to the 4000 as far as details and some features go. So if you want to learn more about the MTH AC4400CW, check out my review of the 4000, which is in the description box below. Now, that being said, the 9815 is slightly different build-wise from stock MTH AC44s. The main difference is where the engine controls are located on the model. On the 4000 and other units, the controls are located on the top under the radiator housing. But in the case of the 9815, they are on the bottom under the front truck. This was to allow for the Christmas lights to be strung all the way around the unit without breaking the wires. It's a small compromise, but one that I'm willing to live with for the result we get. Another thing to point out about the 9815 is the box it comes in. The box is a one-of-a-kind design that was made just for the engine and is more like boxes found on modern HO scale locomotives. This was done for the sake of protecting both the engine and the LED lights on the side. The paint job on the engine is flawless and crisp, right down to the extra painted on Christmas items. The only thing that bothers me about the paint job is this. The real 9815 features the classic CP Beaver logo next to the name, but this model doesn't have it. Now, this is not 100% unprototypical, as many repainted CP AC44s in recent years did not have the Beaver logo, but it has been brought back on CP's recent 8100 series AC44 rebuilds. But at the time of this recording, the 9815 still has its original Beaver logo in place. I also should note that in the photos in the catalog, MTH showed the Premier Line 9815 with the logo clearly shown in a couple of photos. Now, the fact it was left off would not bother me so much if it wasn't for one thing. The Rail King version of the 9815 has the Beaver logo. But What?
MTH!
Moving on to the boxcars, which again are a separate sale item from the engine. These are your typical MTH double door plug door boxcars with the holiday train paint scheme painted on them and the lights on their sides. The lights get their power from 2 pickup rollers, 1 per truck, and just like the 9815, the paint job is crisp with the extra Christmas items adding even more characters to the cars and the train as a whole. Now, the one thing I will add is that there are more than 4 boxcars on the real holiday train, including one with a giant folding stage that pulls down to allow bands to perform on the train at stops along the route. And what's even cooler is that MTH has offered that car in the recent 2018 Volume 1 catalog. I've already ordered that car, and when it comes, I'll do a review on it, but for now, we have the 4 main cars, which look great by themselves. Last but not least, let's look at the 3 business cars. Each car is painted in CP's classic Tuscan red passenger scheme and are named for real cars from CP's business train: the Killarney, the Van Horn, and the Strathcona. The business cars, like I said, are standard MTH 75-foot Madison observation cars with LED lighting and detail interiors. Other than the road names on the sides of the cars, there's no external or internal differences between the 3 cars. It would have been nice if the cars had had the Christmas lights on them, but for whatever reason, they chose not to do it in this case. But it's not a deal breaker for me personally, as I can still use them with my excursion train, and they also look very good paired up with my Royal Hudson. Alright, let's go ahead and start the holiday train up. Here's the startup sequence on the 9815. Here's the horn. And the bell. Here's some of the crew talk. Alright, we're ready to roll it out now. In just a few minutes, I'll stop it and play the passenger freight announcement sequence.
behalf of the management and of all our employees, welcome to the Canadian Pacific Holiday Train. Since 1999, when it made its first run across the country, the CP Holiday Train has generated food bank donations in excess of $1.5 million and more than 250,000 pounds of non-perishable food. We're happy to take to the rails each year, reach out to the communities we serve, provide our particular brand of good cheer, and start the holiday season on a festive note with our beautiful and colorful train. To all the citizens of this fine town, thank you for coming out to see us. Thank you for participating in our project to share with those in need. A very happy holiday season to each and every one of you. Good night, and see you next year.
Alright, that just about does it for this video. If you're interested in getting the holiday train for yourself, remember that there are 5 individual items in this, quote, set. The 9815 has an MSRP of $599.95. The Boxcar set has an MSRP of $399.95. And each business car has an MSRP of $99.95. Of course, if you do go through a good MTH dealer, you will find a good discount on those. And if you're looking for this train, give my store, Legacy Station, a call, or I would also check with Train World or some other stores, because the Boxcars are currently listed as out of stock on MTH's website. So you may want to check around and see if you can check their availability at other stores, because they are officially sold out at MTH. So check around with your local stores. Give Legacy Station a call if you want to. I believe they still have at least some of the engines in stock. If you want to give them a call at 770-339-7780, or check their website, www.legacystation.com. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next review. This is Ravenhawk6910, signing off.